What's up, guys? Crackerjack here with a 36-6 Moab gameplay. It's on Underground. I'm not using my normal perks. I don't think, because this is a really old gameplay, and I didn't even have the MP7 gold. This was before 10th prestige. This was before. I think this was before I got reset. But anyway, we had a minimum day at school, which, if you guys don't know what a minimum day is, it's like a half day where my school starts at 8 o'clock and normally it ends at 3 o'clock, but today it ended at 12:30, and I love minimum days just because you can go home a lot earlier, like an hour and a half earlier, or two and a half hours earlier, or whatever it is, I don't know. So it's 3.5, but no, it's 2.5. But you can go home earlier, and then you can just play. So I'm gonna be gaming hard this today, the 9th, cause minimum day. But why it's minimum day? Cause our quarter's ending, third quarter's ending, which I'm so glad about. Third quarter, I didn't have too good of grades, so fourth quarter I'm gonna be raising them, and not playing as much PS3. But I'm not really supposed to play anyway, but I'll get to that in a different commentary. But yeah, it's just good that the minimum day was either on a Friday or a Monday, because sometimes we have this awkward schedule where, like, we'll have minimum days Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but Monday and Friday aren't our regular days, which I hate, because those are the 2 days that I really want to be minimum days. Because especially Friday, because Friday, if it's a minimum day Friday, it's like you have a couple hours added to your weekend. If it's a minimum day Monday, it's weird because you have a weekend and then you go to school and then you get off school, which feels like another day of the weekend. So it's kind of weird. That's why I love minimum days on Friday. But like for our CST testing, I think that's coming up in like a month, maybe a month and a week here. We're gonna have a minimum day on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for 1 week, or no, for 2 weeks, and that's stupid. Like, why couldn't they make it Friday or Monday and Friday for 3 weeks or something like that? Because I don't even think we're going to be using the minimum day for testing anyway, so it's kind of stupid. But my school, like, the times have really been screwed up. Like last year we had an hour or 59 minutes per class and 5-minute passing period to get in between classes, and it started at 8, but this year it starts at like 8:05, and it's weird because third period is longer and the fourth period is shorter, like then first, second, and fifth and sixth period. My schedule is really weird. I don't get, like, whoever creates the schedules, why they have to make it so complicated. Why can't they just make it easy? But anyway, this gameplay, I do get the Moab, but the Moab doesn't explode, and I hate that. I really hate when the Moab doesn't explode, because, like, I still count it as a Moab even if it didn't explode, because you, like, physically got the 24 or 25 kills in a row. But when it doesn't explode, first of all, it gives you more XP. It'll give you like, I don't know, maybe 4 kills. And I don't know why it does that ninja defuse thing. It'll give you maybe 4 or 5 kills. But when it doesn't explode, it doesn't give you that. And I just love watching I love hearing the enemy's reaction when it explodes, and I love watching, like, the bomb or whatever it is, the dust come up when it explodes. That's kind of why I play domination, because if you get the Moab in your first life or near the beginning, then first of all you can see it explode, and then you'll have double XP the rest of the game, which, if you're trying to level up, would be really good. If you're, like, really good at getting Moabs and you want to level up, then you should probably play like Dom or something, because the double XP will help you out a lot. So I think I get the Moab on this life, but it's not too fast with Moabs. Most of my Moabs that I get aren't fast, just because I don't know. I don't really know why. Most of the time when I'm playing, the people aren't, like, all packed in, like, other YouTube commentator games. Like, when I'm playing, people are spread out, and I have to run to them, and I have to find where they are, and they're, like, camping or whatever. And they're not, like, traveling in packs when they're stupid. And then, so you can just get, like, triples and quads and then get a Moab really fast. Like, the fastest Moab, I think, like, fastest real Moab besides infected is like 63 seconds, and he had like at least 4 triples in there because they were all packed together. But for me, infected Moabs, I don't really count. I don't count them like how many Moabs I have, because those are kind of easy to get. You just have to like have a group of people who know what they're doing and can kind of hold off an area. And if you can kind of steal their kills, then you can get the Moab pretty quickly. And they'll be throwing the throwing knives, but it might hit one of them, which will save your life, which is really nice. So infected Moabs, you just have to go in there with like maybe a 5-man party, and then you can get a Moab within a couple games. So I don't really count that because they don't have guns, so it's not exactly fair, kind of. But like if you have a striker or a PP90 or a Type 95, and all they have is a throwing knife, and they're probably not going to get in knife range, then it's not exactly fair because they can't shoot you. But one of the things I would change about infected is I wouldn't give them throwing knives. There's no point of them having throwing knives, or can't they just have knives and then and try to knife you? Because it would just make it a lot more fun. Like it wouldn't be so. The games wouldn't end so fast, which the games are only 5 minutes and they end really fast. Why couldn't they make them 10 minutes and not have throwing knives? So it'll actually be more fun. Because before like they put the newest patch for infected, or the newest change for infected, they didn't have throwing knives in a couple of maps, and that was really nice. But it was 5 minutes, so the survivors would always win because they just had to hold off a spot where there was only one entrance. But now that there's a newest change, and they have throwing knives, then the infected always win. I have never seen a game where the survivors held off for 5 minutes and won the game. So that's one of the changes I would make to infected. But I don't really play infected and drop so much, just because I like the core game types like domination or kill confirm, because they seem more, well, they're not exactly action packed, but they're just more fun. And they're in drop zone, you don't get kill streaks, or you can't earn kill streaks, you get kill streaks, which I don't really like. I wish there was like a drop zone where there were no care packages falling. I know that's headquarters, but drop zones it has something different about it. Like there are good capture spots, and it changes. I think it changes more often than headquarters, but it's really fun because it's not like, or because the points that you're in the drop zone count. It's not like headquarters where you can just capture it in the beginning and then just sit somewhere and kill everyone and you'll still get points. In drop zone, you actually have to play the objective to rack up a lot of points. And that game type does get you a lot of points. But the only bad thing is, because it seems like you're getting 20 points per second if you're on the drop zone, but you actually get 10 because at the end of the game they split your points in half, because or else people would just be leveling up quickly, and it wouldn't be fair because that would get you a lot of points. Think about it, 100 points in 5 seconds, and then plus kills. That would be really unfair, and everybody would be like 10th prestige or whatever. But game's winding up here. Look, I get the Moab and I called it in, but I get the last tag. I have no clue why I did that. That was stupid. But oh well. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.